episode 130 to 135.
As Damon's intentions became clear, the atmosphere around Irene crackled with energy, the murmurs of the crowd blending into a cacophony of astonishment and envy.
Buy it for Naomi?
Spending so much money just for a woman.
It's so romantic to buy it just for someone to see flowers.
Irene's world spun on its axis as the realization of Damon's grand gesture sank in. Her carefully laid plans crumbled like sandcastles beneath a crashing wave, leaving her stunned and speechless.
This can't be happening.
With a mixture of awe and jealousy, Irene's gaze lifted to Damon, her perception of him shifting in an instant.
Damon, you're…
He was no longer the insignificant figure she had dismissed him as. Now, he radiated an aura of power and allure that captivated her attention.
You're not just… You're…
The weight of Damon's refusal bore down on Irene like a ton of bricks, leaving her trembling with fear and desperation.
Please, Damon, you have to.
The implications of his words loomed large, threatening to crush her under their weight.
I can't sign the contract until the owner arrives.
Damon's rejection hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of Irene's powerlessness in the face of his unyielding resolve.
But we need to.
Her breath caught in her throat as she struggled to comprehend the magnitude of her predicament.
I'm sorry, Irene.
Irene's plea fell on deaf ears as Damon remained unmoved, his steely gaze betraying no hint of sympathy or mercy.
I don't know what to do.
The reporter's eyes bore into Irene's trembling form, their whispers of anticipation adding to her mounting anxiety.
What's she going to do now?
Please, Mr. Hemsworth, I beg of you.
Irene's desperation was palpable as she beseeched Damon for mercy, her voice quivering with emotion as she clung to the last shreds of hope. But Damon's resolve remained unshaken, his refusal a cold reminder of Irene's powerlessness in the face of his dominance. With a heavy heart, Irene swallowed her pride and forced a smile onto her trembling lips, her hands shaking as she extended the pen towards Damon.
Mr. Hemsworth, it's my honor to come to the Peony Garden. I apologize to you for my behavior last time.
Irene's words hung in the air, the weight of her humiliation almost suffocating as she awaited Damon's response.
Mr. Hemsworth, it's my honor to come to the Peony Garden. I apologize to you for my behavior last time.
But Damon remained unmoved, his refusal a bitter pill for Irene to swallow as the reality of her powerlessness settled over her like a suffocating blanket.
The owner hasn't arrived yet, so of course I can't sign the contract.
Irene's desperation reached a fever pitch as she pleaded with Damon, her voice trembling with fear and uncertainty as she clung to the last shreds of hope.
Please, Mr. Hemsworth, I beg of you.
But Damon's refusal was unwavering, his steely gaze betraying no hint of sympathy or mercy as he stood firm in the face of Irene's desperation.
I can't sign the contract until the owner arrives.
With a heavy heart, Irene turned to Chloe, her eyes pleading for assistance as she struggled to navigate the treacherous waters of Damon's demands.
Please, Chloe, help me.
Irene, I don't know what to do.
Irene's frustration boiled over as she struggled to comprehend the situation, her mind reeling with anger and confusion. Irene's mind raced with suspicion and indignation as she pondered Naomi's sudden disappearance. Without Naomi's presence, Damon's refusal to sign the contract left Irene feeling helpless and cornered.
They're doing this to anger me. I just know it.
Her frustration bubbled to the surface as she struggled to make sense of Naomi's actions.
Miss Jenkins, are you looking for Miss Sullivan?
Yes.
I seem to have seen her left with a man at the entrance.
Irene's frown deepened at the revelation, her mind reeling with disbelief.
Who did she leave with?
Well, I don't know, and I don't dare to ask.
Determined to uncover the truth, Irene made her way to the monitoring room, her heart pounding with anticipation.
I'll go and check the surveillance.
As Irene reviewed the footage, her eyes widened in realization, a triumphant smirk creeping onto her face.
Damon, you are really a poor guy.
With newfound confidence, Irene returned to the signing scene, ready to confront Damon with her discovery.
Mr. Hemsworth, Naomi has left. I suggest you sign the contract now.
What if I don't sign it?
Damon's defiance only fueled Irene's determination. her resolve hardening as she prepared to play her final card.
It's up to Mr. Hemsworth's will to sign the contract. However, if you insist on making things difficult for me, I'm not an easy person to deal with either.
Irene's words hung in the air, a silent challenge to Damon's resolve.
Then I want to see how tough you are.
Damon's curiosity piqued. Irene seized the opportunity to reveal her trump card.
Take a closer look at this.
As Damon watched the surveillance footage, shock and disbelief washed over him, his composure faltering for the first time.
Is that?
If everyone knew that the woman you wanted to gift the peony garden to had left with another man when you signed the contract, I'm afraid you will lose face, won't you?
Irene's words cut through the tension like a knife, her triumph evident as she held out the pen to Damon.
Are you fucking threatening me?
With Damon's fury simmering just below the surface, Irene's heart raced with anticipation, knowing that their confrontation was far from over. Little did she know, this was only the beginning of a battle that would test the limits of her cunning and resilience. Irene felt a surge of frustration as Damon's composed demeanor remained steadfast in the face of her threat, leaving her grasping for control in a situation slipping rapidly from her grasp. The reporters, sensing the tension thickening, leaned in eagerly, their pens poised to capture every word exchanged between the two adversaries.
Irene, just what are you playing at?
This isn't the time, Chloe.
Chloe shot Irene a concerned look, her brow furrowed with worry. But this isn't like you, Irene. What's going on? Irene's jaw tightened, her frustration mounting with each passing moment. I know what I'm doing, Chloe. Just trust me. As Irene prepared to double down on her ultimatum, the room was suddenly interrupted by the entrance of two unexpected figures, drawing the attention of everyone present. Irene's heart sank as she recognized her grandfather, Caesar Jenkins, leading the way. Beside him was a man of notable stature, his presence commanding immediate respect.
Damon, everyone's watching. I've already lost face once today. I'm not afraid to do it again. But you, Damon, will be seen as nothing more than a simp.
Is that so?
Damon's nonchalant response only fueled Irene's fury, her anger bubbling to the surface like molten lava. With a sly grin, she delivered her next blow, a calculated attempt to undermine Damon's confidence.
Isn't it? Naomi went on a date with someone else.
Damon's expression flickered with surprise at the revelation, his mind racing to make sense of Naomi's sudden departure. He hadn't expected her to leave, let alone with someone else. Irene's accusation struck a nerve, igniting a spark of doubt within him.
Is it?
Beneath the surface, Irene seethed with frustration, her chest heaving with pent-up rage. The reporters, sensing a brewing conflict, leaned in closer, eager to witness the unfolding drama.
Is she going to start an argument?
As Irene and Damon squared off, the tension in the room reached a fever pitch, every eye trained on the stage where the battle of wills was about to unfold. But amidst the chaos, a subtle exchange caught Chloe's attention, prompting her to probe Damon further.
How long have you known Naomi?
Not long. Less than half a month.
And you don't know the person in the video?
Damon's curiosity piqued at Chloe's insinuation, a flicker of concern crossing his features as he contemplated the implications of Naomi's sudden departure with another man. Could there be more to Naomi's actions than meets the eye?
You have to be careful. Irene seems to be angry.
Don't worry, she doesn't dare to.
The tension in the room was palpable as Irene stepped forward, ready to address the gathering. But just as she opened her mouth, the entrance doors swung open, drawing all eyes to the newcomers.
Why is Caesar here? I haven't seen him in years.
Whispers rippled through the room as Caesar Jenkins, accompanied by a mysterious figure, made their way to the front.
Mr. Myers, this way, please.
The room fell silent as Mr. Myers approached Damon with purpose.
Mr. Hemsworth, sorry I'm late. I just talked about the peony garden with the Jenkins family. Caesar has something to discuss with you.
Irene's shock was palpable as she listened to Mr. Myers' words. It seemed Damon's influence extended far beyond what she had imagined.
Mr. Hemsworth, it's indeed the Jenkins family's fault. I came here today to settle this matter. I will personally give you the peony garden. Is that okay? Mr. Hemsworth, please forgive the Jenkins family.
The room erupted in disbelief at Caesar's unexpected offer.
Did you hear that? Caesar is giving Damon the peony garden.
Irene's mind raced as she struggled to comprehend the implications of her grandfather's words. This was not just about a business deal anymore. It was about the future of the Jenkins family.
What are you doing up there?
Irene's heart raced as her grandfather's stern gaze bore down on her.
I came to congratulate Damon and also congratulate the peony garden.
Irene's voice faltered as she spoke, the weight of her grandfather's disappointment heavy on her shoulders.
Mr. Hemsworth, I'm sorry. Sorry for causing misunderstandings because I was blind.
Is that how you apologize? Listen carefully. Damon's identity. Our entire family can't afford to offend him.
Grandpa, who is he actually?
McAllister Club. It belongs to him.
Irene's legs weakened at the revelation, her mind reeling at the magnitude of Damon's influence.
Grandpa, then what should I do?
Hurry up and get Naomi back. Stop the press conference. Don't you think it's embarrassing enough?
With a nod from Irene, the room cleared, leaving only Damon and Caesar facing each other.
Mr. Hemsworth, I am Caesar Jenkins. It's a pleasure to meet you. In the future, come to me in Andover Province for anything you need. The Jenkins family will do everything we can to help.
Do you know where Naomi has gone?
Irene hesitated, fear of showing disrespect evident in her posture.
I was just told by the security guard. I don't know what's exactly going on.
Damon's phone rang, breaking the tense silence.
It's you.
Yes. Are you coming for dinner at night? Thomas is also here. Of course, the person you're looking for is also here.
Damon's curiosity piqued, wondering who this mysterious caller was and what they knew about Naomi's whereabouts. Little did he know, this invitation would unravel a web of secrets that would change everything.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Click the notification bell so you never miss an update.